Welcome back to the Citizen channel. We're all staying safe and well on our good, the bad and the not so ugly ones. I don't think there's any ugly in this one apart from the Napoli keeper perhaps, but story of the game. Sorry, Napoli keeper, yeah, he was a handsome devil, wasn't he? Yeah, story of the game, City 2, Napoli 0, Thursday 18th of September. Yes, I couldn't think of anything pithy for a headline on this, something like Napoli caught napping, stuff like that. So I just went with watching City on a Thursday night because, yeah, we didn't think we'd say that much, did we? Certainly not for the foreseeable future, but everything changes, doesn't it? It could be Friday night, Monday night, who knows what night it could be these days. Of course, this was Champions League match day 1. A successful start, thankfully, after that drab draw with Milan last season, wasn't it? If you remember our very first game. Right, we'll have a look at it. We'll have to we'll look at the news headlines as well, the papers, all the headlines, man of the matches, story of the game, everything we can, and comments about whether someone should have done better or worse as we're going through. So let me know your thoughts as well, guys. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push that like button, hit that like button if you can. They've got a hype button now as well, guys, on YouTube. So if you can spread the love, spread the points, that'd be wonderful. Helps all these algorithms, helps the channel, helps me. And if you can do that, that'd be fantastic. And yeah, if you want to help the channel in other ways, I will let you know later on before we go if you stick with me later. But let's talk about this game at the Etihad. Let's have a look at the lineup. City, unchanged, of course, from the United game. Donnarumma, Kusanov, Diaz, Gvardiol, O'Reilly, Rodri, Bernardo, Reinders, Foden, Doku and Haaland. The subs, Trafford, Aki, Bettinelli, Gonzalez, Savi, Matheus Luiz Nunes, Bob, Mukasa, Lewis and Mifune. And Napoli, yes, a goalkeeper. Someone said he was on United's books, this goalkeeper. I mean, they could do with him back, couldn't they, really? He was quite good, although he's quite good. We're glad he's not back, don't we? Milikovic, Savic, Politano. Yeah, a bit more on him later. Bloody idiot he is. Bukima, Buongiorno, Spinazzola, Lobotka, Di Lorenzo, Anguissa, Kevin. Yes, welcome back, Kev. McTominay, useless. Hodgland, even more useless. We'll not go through the subs, but that was their 11. Yeah, 9 minutes. It was a bit of sort of sussing each other out, wasn't it? Until Napoli made a bit of an error of things. But anyway, on 9 minutes, Reinders from out on the left-hand corner of the penalty area levered it, basically. It's too close to the keeper, but all he could do is turn it over the bar. So, yeah, just playing safe. I would have caught it myself, but hey, that's me. For the 17 minutes in, a corner is curled in. Bukema wins a header at the far post. Yeah, I mean, I think Gvardiol was just in front of him, and I think Rico Lewis is around, but I don't even think he got off the ground, Rico Lewis. But thankfully, a good save from Donnarumma. He got his body behind it, sort of palmed it out. Good reflex, push out. Goalkeepers good at that sort of thing. Just I thought poor again. I mean, we used to hype the set pieces in the American tour, didn't we? Saying how wonderful, oh, we've got a new set piece coach and everything. But I mean, that sort of died a death now. And we're still looking a bit dodgy from set pieces we concede. And we got Arsenal on Sunday, so that doesn't bode well, does it? Anyway, that would be the Italians' best and only real chance of the game. 17 minutes in, yeah, because on 19 minutes, Haaland is played through by Foden. And, of course, captain at the time, Di Lorenzo, I think he ended up with 3 captains on the night. Di Lorenzo misjudged it and tries to get a toe on it, and he doesn't quite, does he? He doesn't quite get a toe on it. Takes Haaland out. It's a goal-scoring opportunity. But the referee, of course, being on UEFA's paybook, way play on, as he was always do. But fortunately, the VAR guy is also on the UEFA playbook, so it sort of levels itself out, doesn't it? It told him to go over to the bloody screen, look at it, and give the penalty, give the free kick and send the guy off because he stopped a goal-scoring opportunity, and that's what he did. So, yeah, it gave his team definitely a mountain to climb. Not good from Napoli's captain that early in the game as well. I mean, just take the hit, just take the Haaland would score or miss. Just take it. There was no need for it. He probably thought he could probably get a toe on it, but he didn't, did he? Anyway, down to 10 men. It's surely just a matter of time for City to get something, but we had a bit of knocking at the door first, didn't we? 25 minutes, Reinders sends in a hard dipping cross from the left. Haaland sort of does well to get ahead on it, I thought. He came at pace. I don't think he was happy. He thinks he could have done a little bit better. But, yeah, Yeah, I know. I thought he did all right just to get his head on it. He looked when you watch it on replay, it did look as though he perhaps could have got a little bit more below it and directed it, but it was a difficult chance. 26 minutes, Conte sets out the rest of his game plan, of course, by dragging off poor Kevin, who'd not really got into the game anyway, and of course bringing on a defender, Oliveira, I think it was, to make way for, and Kevin went off to his usual shouts and Kevin De Bruyne song. Yeah, just a mention of the fans. The Napoli fans, they have the little cheerleaders, don't they? And of course, there's no megaphones. I don't know if this is a new thing by City now. No drums or anything like that. And I'm hoping this is not because Napoli didn't bring them. I'm hoping it's because City say, right, no drums or megaphones now. And generally, I thought we did all right atmosphere-wise. The City fans were pretty good. Although you read some newspaper reports and they said it wasn't. I thought the atmosphere was fine last night. And of course, I can honestly say I thought we outsung the Napoli fans most of the game, so that's a good sign. Anyway, I digress a little bit. 42 minutes, Guardiola denied with a header. Yeah, that Napoli keeper got down really well. He made 2 or 3 really good saves, and that was on 42 minutes. On 45 plus 2 minutes, yeah, Bernardo puts an excellent pass from the right into Reinders in the middle. His low shot, he's going wide. I mean, I think the paper said it might have been going in. It wasn't. The paper said it was definitely going wide from what I can see. And then Politano stuck a foot out and directed it back towards goal. Fortunately, the keeper was quick enough to react smartly and keep it out. But Politano celebrated as though he'd done something fantastic, as though he'd scored the winning goal. The bloody absolute clown. He nearly scored an own goal. He should have been thanking his keeper. Idiota. Idiota? Is that what you say? Idiot in Italian? Idiota. Yeah, it certainly is an absolute. It just made us laugh in the South Stand when he was celebrating as though he'd done something good. He almost scored a bloody own goal, the fool. 4 minutes extra were added on. 0-0 at half time. So a bit. Yeah, after going 25 minutes against 10 men, some good goalkeeping kept City at bay. Of course it did. I thought defensively they had the goalkeeper to thank, but you just thought surely we'll grind them down. Into the second 45, 50 minutes, the ball's worked down the left and in field, and Doku passes it to Foden, who dragged his shot a little bit wide. Perhaps should have done a little bit better with that one. 56 minutes, so finally we get the breakthrough. It's City 1, Napoli 0. Foden again, superb. Just a lovely little dink, wasn't it? Knew what he was doing. Saw Hartland moving into that space, and great from the big man. I mean, we criticised perhaps his power heading, but that was a lovely little sort of control with his head, and say that the goalkeeper's about 7'6", and he did well to get it over him, Milonikovic Savic, and into the corner of the net. And you sort of think, and I think then, for what I used to think back in the Mancini days when we went a goal up, I used to think that's it now, we won the game, and I certainly felt that last night because Napoli weren't really offering anything with it. And of course Pep thought that because on 60 minutes, Rodri comes off, thinking about Sunday's game, and Nico Gonzalez comes on. 66 minutes, yeah, the game is settled. It's 2-0 for City, and it's all Doku, isn't it? After, I think, Reinders had found him on the edge of the box, and he sort of jinked and shimmied and sashayed whatever past 2 or 3 defenders, and then, of course, he squared up Bukuma, who was the last defender between him and goal, fainted past him before sliding a lovely shot through the legs of the keeper. Of course, he hit the target. It went in. On another day, the keeper might have hit the keeper's legs or something, but it didn't. And a great goal, and that'll do him no harm at all, will it, old Jezza? Oh, great goal. 2-0 for City. Game over by that stage. 69 minutes. City brings Savinho on for Doku. Give him a rest. Loud applause for that. 79 minutes. Ake, Lewis and Bob all come on, with Reinders, Guardiola and Haaland departing. But I don't think there's any much action, really. That might have been a couple of brief half chances, but game over, wasn't it? 2-0, job done. My little sum up and take away from the game, yeah, I mean, we had to be firm favourites. Even though we've not been consistently good, we had to be firm favourites once Napoli lost the captain. And deservedly so. I don't think there's any question of a doubt that was a red card. And it just seemed a matter of time, and it was. And thankfully, we got it quite early into the second half, so it steadied nerves, and we went on and got a second. 3 points in the bag before a trip to Monaco. I watched a lot of that game, actually, Monaco at Bruges. And they didn't look too good. Bruges generally took them apart. I watched about the first 70 minutes of it. I know Monaco got a goal late on, but yeah, and all good because Rodri was did 60 minutes, yeah, and. The best news for us was that Rodri obviously got 30 minutes rest, and we will need him to start against Arsenal. Whether he can play the full game, he certainly won't be playing against Huddersfield, will he? So he can get a rest for them. But as long as we don't push him too much and get him bloody injured again. But I think the points, the win, and Rodri coming through it and getting a bit of a rest. Job done. Good night. The stats, yeah, City 23 shots, 8 on target, one shot for Napoli, 1 on target. We had 74% possession, passes 805 to their 281. Our pass accuracy was back up to where it should be after being a shocking percentage against United. It's back up to 92. I'm not too overly sure that'll last against Arsenal though, not with their press. So probably down into the mid 80s, hopefully most low 80s next Sunday. So 92% pass accuracy for us, 79 for Napoli, 3 fouls from us, 4 from them, of course, a yellow and a red for them. Corners 92 for us, but we didn't look as though we've got to do anything creative from those, did we? Which is a worry after all the hope we had that with the new set-piece coach we'd sort that problem out. But there we go. Man of the matches, yeah, UEFA give it Foden. I give it Foden as well. Doku and Haaland were quite close in behind. One Football site gave it Foden, Doku and Bernardo, all 8.5. Bernardo, that's a surprise. Goal.com gave it Foden and Doku, scored him an 8, and Simon Bukowski gave it both Haaland and Foden with an 8. So yeah, so no one a clear-cut man of the match, but 2 or 3 good performances. The media headlines: the Daily Express, Jeremy Cross, back page, 50-goal Haaland has nap in a flap. Yes, there you go. I told you about those napping headlines, didn't I? Yeah, and of course that was 50 goals in 49 games for Erling, which is the new record. It was 62 games for Van Nistelrooy previously. So another record breaker for a City player and City in general. Although, of course, we weren't all for City with it, but it doesn't matter, does it? He's still our player. Jeremy Cross inside. King Kev is feeling blue. He certainly was. The Guardian inside. Doku Dazzler lights up City on night to forget for De Bruyne. He certainly was. Daily Mail, Jack Gorn. Pep relief as Haaland finds way to break down Napoli. Nathan Salt said Hodgland looks as lost as he did at United. No surprise there. But Doku dazzles. And, of course, our local paper, the Manchester Evening News, the back page looks at Erling, of course. Fastest 50, of course, for Erling, 50 in his 49 Champions League games. Inside, Simon Bukowski's header off to a flyer, and also side header. Haaland hits 50 faster than anyone. Of course he does. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little look back. As I say, a job done. That's all we can say. We move on to Arsenal now. And the preview's already done, guys, so check out the preview on that one. Andy's reasonably positive we'll get something. He did it about a month ago, his analysis of this, but I'm not as confident as Andy. But join me anyway, and let me know your thoughts on that. So the preview's out. The player ratings show for this game, City 2, Napoli 0, is already out as well. So yeah, plenty on the channel, guys. Keep watching. If you want to contact me, you feel free to do so through YouTube or through my various socials. Or if you want to help support the channel in some other ways, as well as pressing those buttons I mentioned earlier, there are ways of doing it. All you ever have to do is keep watching and listening.
Thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the feature anyway, and please, if you can, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, that'd be wonderful. And if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be great if you could subscribe. It's absolutely free. Also, check out all my social media links. They'll be in the description and comments below if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We can chat on there and do all things City, of course. Also, if you're into film and TV, don't forget a lot of this channel is film and TV stuff. I love me film and TV like I do City. So if you're into that, have a look. Or if you know someone who might not be that bothered about the football but likes film and TV, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And special thanks as ever to supporters of the channel. McAtee, they've got a little eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia mainly, including books, magazines, posters, lots of posters, and they do have some City stuff as well that they've purloined off me over time, so there'll be a few bits and pieces, probably more going on as well. So have a look at Piat 6505 on eBay. And yes, if you do go onto eBay, and if you remember, we do have memberships, 99p a month. You get early access to all my vlogs. So as soon as I do them, you get them. Sometimes it could be months before they're published generally. So a lot of the history stuff. So you have access. The membership gives you access to that. It gives you 10% extra off at Piat 6505. If you want to buy any of that memorabilia, so that you can actually gain that from being a member and support the channel. That's a great way of supporting the channel, of course, like watching the ads on the original thing that you've seen now, my original feature. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, also before we go, podcasts. If you like your podcasts, I do a podcast with Mike Long in South Korea. It's called Bolt from the Blue, in our 8th season. Yeah, we've had some good fun on there. We're trying to have a bit of humour, generally look at City's games as and when we play them, have a look back. So please check out that. It's on Soundcloud, Spotify, all good places you get your podcasts from. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything about this feature, and you didn't mind me asking you about this at the end. And please, all I ever ask for you is to stay safe, everyone, especially you Blues.